And we are live. And for those of you who saw the thumbnail, yeah, I pretty much just took out the lightsaber for the thumbnail. And actually, you know what? In the video right now, it actually looks like an actual lightsaber with the beam and everything. But nope, it's just plastic. Anyway, so we got a lot to talk about. And by a lot, I mean, we got a few things to talk about. I mean, got some reviews coming up. I got a major topic to talk to you about, especially when it comes to certain projects that are going on the channel. And for those of you who are showing up, thank you so much. As always, we'll wait until the 5-minute mark and then we'll get started with everything. You can see box light. I got all my I must have put all my originally. I guess I forgot. Yesterday, I literally had every single one of my Star Wars Blu-rays and DVDs just lined across the shelf. And yep, there's all the clothes that I generally wear for the day, or if I need a specific button-up shirt for a video. But, you know, here we are. I'm excited. And Neba73, happy Friday Eve to you as well, my friend. And we have Solo a Star Wars story coming out. We may or may not be talking about that during this live stream. I'm really excited, but there's also a really big announcement that I need to put out to you guys because there's something pretty big happening here within the next couple of days. But how are you guys doing? And Samuel One World Reviews, hey man, how's it going? You know what? I may have to put my glasses on because I can barely see. You know what? There's not that much of a difference, so I'll just keep my glasses off. But yeah, so I'm super excited. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. You guys are all fantastic. You guys all look amazing. I love each and every one of you. And I really can't wait to get started on this because, you know, it's been one of the other reasons why I'm doing a live stream now is besides the fact that I want to do a live stream. It's been a while. I think it's been like 2 weeks since we have one of these live streams, and that's kind of disappointing to me because I love doing these. I love catching up with you guys. And for those of you who are going to show up in the chat room later on, thank you so much for showing up. No matter where you are, no matter which part of the world you're in, thank you for showing up anyways, no matter what time of day. You guys are all rock stars, and you are personally, I believe, part of my family. So thank you guys so much for showing up. And if there's anything you guys want to talk about or state while you're in the chat right now, go right ahead. It's a bit early. It's like 10:08 right now, and it's a bit rainy and cloudy outside. So I thought, you know what? I'm not doing a lot today besides getting ready for Solo a Star Wars story tonight. So, and of course, getting the studio ready because I got to shoot that review as soon as the movie's over. And you'll have that review by tomorrow evening at about 5 p.m. like I did with my Deadpool 2 review last week. But I am super excited. I mean, yeah, geez, I already got into one of my talking points, but that's perfectly fine. Like I said, we're gonna go to the 5-minute mark, and once we hit the 5-minute mark, we'll go from there straight into topic to topic to topic. And I'm super excited because there's some stuff coming up on the channel that I'm really excited about. I don't want to spoil any of the major stuff that's going on. What I'll say is, or you know what, I'll save that for the chat room. So how are you guys doing today? What's going on? What's new in your guys' world? What's happening? And it looks like we got one person in the chat right now. So to that one person, thank you so much for showing up. And if we don't get a lot of people, I completely understand. Life happens. People are busy. You know, we're all fantastic people with fantastic schedules. We got things to keep us moving on a continuous basis, and we need to keep that flow going. So I completely understand. And let's see here. And we have 1 more minute to go, and then we are going to start this whole update session when it comes to the channel. All right. So, yeah, we're just going to be talking about, you know, Solo Star Wars story, major projects that are happening, and something pretty major that I'm going to keep you guys in the loop about when I am doing it. Something major is happening starting this Tuesday, and I'm going to do the best that I can to keep you guys in the loop on that because I'm super excited for it. It's something that I've been waiting for a long time, and I cannot wait to tell you about it. But here we are. And we got 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and we are here. We are in the live stream. Once again, thank you guys so much for showing up. It means a lot for all of you that are here. So first of all, number one thing I need to get out of the way. My major summer project that I've been wanting to tell you about, that I've been keeping you guys in the loop about, it's finally happening. I'm in the process of editing it right now. I won't be able to finish editing it until the middle of June, but I'll get to that in a sec. But this major project, it's called Life at Its Finest, and I basically designed it to be a 5-part miniseries. I don't want to give too many specifics away about what this little mini series show is about, but it's basically just a one-man show. It's just me, because me personally, I don't have an entire film crew backing me up. Most of the time when I do film projects, it's usually just me. Occasionally I can get some people to help, but that's very rare. So it's a one-man show essentially, and like I told you guys from the very beginning, I've been thinking about getting this project off the ground since the beginning of January, and now it's finally coming to fruition. I couldn't be more excited, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. So it'll be here the 3rd into the 4th week of June. I'll keep you guys informed about when more specifically. I'm aiming more for the 4th week in June, so that'll give me enough time to fine-tune everything that I need to, but all the filming is done. Everything is exciting, and the thing I need to tell you guys is that besides what's coming up next month, I actually do have major film projects planned from June all the way to the end of the year. So from June until December, you'll be getting my regular movie reviews and collaborations and sweet film podcasts and all of that regular stuff, of course. But you will be getting a it is a bigger film-esque project that will be happening each and every single month. There's one happening in November that I don't want to get too specific about, but just lots of exciting things coming down the tailpipe that I'm really, really excited for you guys to see and for you to talk about and to just watch, because entertaining you guys, providing good quality content is part of the reason why I love being on YouTube. It's part of the reason why I'm here, because I love providing content that you guys can enjoy. And we got Ninja Warrior Heroes. Yo, Cody, loved you on all the Sweet Film Podcast. Hey, thank you, man. And speaking of which, if you guys haven't checked out the Sweet Film Podcast, me and my good friend Zach Pope, or Zach the Deadpool Pope, we decided that we wanted to start a podcast where we could talk about film each and every month. And you know what? It seems that so many people are falling in love with the podcast. And that really means a lot to us, because originally it started out small, but with each podcast and with each following week, it seems like more people are tuning in, more people are subscribing to it, and people are talking about the podcast, and it's really getting off the ground. And really, Zach and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support, because that podcast, while it is fun to put up, it is very time consuming, and it does require a lot of work to get it exactly where we want it to be. But I mean, thank you guys so much for tuning in each and every time that the podcast is up. I mean, gosh, we've gotten 3 podcast episodes up in the past 2 weeks. I mean, it's just insane. All right. I'm sure you guessed this, but just in case, this is Ninja Warrior Superstar. I just changed my name. Yeah, I figured, man. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. You're awesome all the same, whatever you want to do with your channel and do with your channel name. You are still a fantastic rock star. So yeah, and for those of you who do not know, Ryan O'Toole, and for those of you who are in anticipation for this kind of thing and who have been waiting, the Rotten or Fresh episode of the Barnyard Brawl, which is the commissioners, the people who started up Rotten or Fresh, Ryan O'Toole and his brother Cody, versus Evolution. That's myself, Zach the Deadpool Pope, Jay Vaders, and Adam Dolly. And we can't wait for you guys to see that episode, because Ryan O'Toole, speak of the devil, look who's in the house now. Hey man, I was just talking about you and how the Barnyard Brawl episode, it's up on your channel now. And yeah, for those of you who haven't seen the Barnyard Brawl yet, Okay, that's not sketchy at all. Yeah, sorry guys. Generally, the where I filmed this, there's a closed door just up to to the north right part of the room, and it just opened on its own. And funny enough, the part of the house that I sleep in, where I'm at right now, it's actually not haunted, but it is over 100 years old. So there is quite a possibility that there could be some ghosts roaming around this area. All right, let's see what we got here. Did I miss anything in the first 5 minutes? I wasn't here, and I love the Barnyard Brawl. No, Ninja Warrior Heroes / Superstars. You didn't miss anything, man. I was just going over everything that I was going to talk about, and we just reached into the first topic, how and I guess this will be a good point for Ryan too, is that my first major project of the year is coming up in June, and I've been talking to everybody about it for quite some time now, since I started it, gosh, talking about the idea back in January. And now it's coming to fruition. It's called Life at its Finest. It's a one-man show. I don't want to give too much away about it. I'm doing a whole Cloverfield thing, you know, giving you a little tease to give you a taste for what's to come. But it is something that I've been passionate about for quite a little while, and it's a one-man show here. So all the editing and all of the stuff, I got to get that ready myself, and it should be up by the 4th week in June. That is my hope, guarding there isn't any technical issues, which I'm hoping there isn't. But now there is a major thing I need to talk about, but I'm going to save that for the last, because that, in my opinion, is the best thing to talk about. But, you know, already said that there are going to be, from June until the end of the year, besides all the movie reviews and collaborations and Sweet Film podcasts and anything else that me and my friends here on YouTube might be doing, I'm going to be doing one of these major film-esque projects each and every single month. At least I'm going to try to, because honestly, like I've told you guys over and over, I love doing movie reviews. I love doing the collaborations, but creating content, trying to create stories like I did with my It reviews. That's the stuff I'm really, really passionate about. And man, let me tell you, it's one of those things where I wish I had everybody with me. I wish I had Zach Pope, Ryan O'Toole, Jay Vaders, Adam Dolly, Gerbania, Sean Chandler. I wish I had all these I wish we were all in the same state together. Because let me tell you, if all of us came together and we actually worked together in a building, I bet you we could create some really, really quality content. And hey, we could probably come together and create our own set of films or even a TV show. But, you know, it's one of those things where you got to take a look at reality. But then again, rambling on aside, each and every person I just mentioned, you guys, if you haven't, you should go check them out. Go subscribe to them. Everybody that I love and talk to on this YouTube platform, they're just the best. Okay, Movie Man says, buy The Room on Blu-ray. You know what the funny thing is, man? The Room, I don't mind buying on Blu-ray, because The Room is one of those movies that's so horrendously bad, it's awesome. And I've been meaning to get a copy of The Room for quite some time now. All right, Ryan says, that would be so fun. Yes, it would, Ryan. Yes, it would. And I would absolutely love to do it. Okay, if the Sweet Film podcast is still going strong when Fallen Kingdom comes out, which Fallen Kingdom, which I'm sure it will be, highs and lows of the Jurassic Park franchise for a shorter podcast would be awesome. You know, it's actually funny, Ninja Warrior Hero. Sorry, I keep forgetting your name, but I apologize. But the fact, what you guys should know is, when it comes to all the stuff that Zach and I do, be it the Sweet Film podcast or another thing I'm going to talk about here in a sec, the fact is, whenever Zach and I talk, whether it's Google Hangout, Sweet Film Podcast, or we're just talking through text, him and I, generally, we're always shooting ideas back and forth off of each other. Of course, we have to be reasonable with the things that we're doing, but it's always about creating content that'll entertain people. What do we think people are going to like? The Sweet Film Podcast, the Sweet Film Awards. You know, when Zach and I get together, when we try to branch out and work with all of the fantastic YouTube people on this platform, generally, people seem to like getting to know other people and getting to learning new and interesting thing about people and what they think about all these movie franchises. And you know, it's great. I mean, I could go on and brag about how great the podcast is doing, but the fact of the matter is one of the biggest reason why it's doing so well is because of everybody watching this live stream, everybody who's participated in the Sweet Film Podcast, everybody who comments, who talks about the Sweet Film Podcast, who shares it, everybody that is a part of that process. The reason why we are doing so well with the podcast that we are, it's partially because of us, but for the most part, it's you guys. And you, every single one of you are a bunch of rock stars. And Zach and I, we can't thank you guys enough. Honestly, with coming into the podcast and joining in with everything that Zach and I are doing, it makes you part of the Sweet Film family. It makes you a part of everything we're doing. All right. Ninja Warrior Hero says, you can just call me Ninja. All right, Ninja, I will. All right, Movie Man, I'm thinking about changing my channel name. Any suggestions? Honestly, man, that's ultimately going to be up to you. What your taste is, what your preferences are. I mean, anything and everything that you can come up with, that is in your ballpark. And I got to tell you, I cannot wait to see what your new name is going to be. All right. Now I've rambled on long enough. You know, I can talk long and talk about how great all of this stuff is, but I think it's time, besides talking about the projects I'm doing on my channel, it's time to talk to you guys about, you guys should know, back in February, at the end of February, when we had the Sweet Film Awards, Zach and I, we announced, when we were doing the Sweet Film Awards, we announced that Entertainment Wars was going to happen, and it still is. It's going to happen. We are actually, our schedule for filming it right now is we are planning to film it somewhere at the beginning to the middle of June. And hopefully we'll have that sometime a little while after, but you guys will be getting it. I know that I personally have been getting questions from people who have been asking where Entertainment Wars is, because we gave that message back in February and now it's almost to the end of May. So it's been a little while. So, and Ninja says, woo, yeah, thanks, man. Thank you for that. So, yeah, you know, we got another game show on the platform. Zach and I are super excited about it because this idea, we feel, along with all the other game shows that we got, you know, we've got movie fights, we've got Rotten or Fresh, we've got the movie trivia schmodown. We got Masters of Movie Trivia by Sean Chandler, which, again, shout out for Sean Chandler. If you guys haven't checked out Masters of Movie Trivia, go and do that now or after this live stream, because Masters of Movie Trivia, Sean Chandler did a really, really fantastic job of putting that together. And me personally, I hope it comes back, because when I was on YouTube before I had a chance to meet Sean Chandler, that was quite personally one of my favorite game shows to watch on YouTube when it related to movie stuff, besides the movie trivia, schmodown, and movie fights. All right, roll out the reels. Hey, Cody Hughes. It's been a while, man. Thank you so much for showing up. Okay, so next up, I got a Entertainment Wars aside, movie reviews. Let's talk about movie reviews. So, that is one thing that I did mention at the beginning of this live stream, is that my solo, A Star Wars Story review, it will be up tomorrow around 5 p.m. And then I plan on having another very special video related to Star Wars coming out on Saturday at around the same time, around 5 p.m. When it comes to YouTube, you got to be consistent and you got to put in the hard work. That's all there is to it. But I mean, I'm super excited. But of course, you know, you guys know what to expect when it comes to my movie reviews. I generally will do movie reviews every single week when they come out. Although I think I am going to try to do more than just one movie review a week, because I like seeing movies. We'll see, because there is a lot of stuff I do have planned for the channel. But for all of you who are listening, once again with the live stream, thank you. And now, let's get right into it. Let's get right into the big announcement for this channel. Guys, next week, starting Tuesday, I'm going to try to get some footage, but the fact of the matter is, I am leaving my safe, comfortable home of Maine, and I am flying out to Arizona to meet Mr. Zach Pope. I'm not exactly about to say what we're doing while I'm out there, but I will say that it's going to be exciting. And, you know, this is something this is something I've been excited about for quite a long time because if you guys haven't already noticed, Zach, along with Rhino Tool and Adam Dodley and Durbania, they've become some of the best friends that I've ever met. And Zach, I've been super excited to meet him in person. You know, all the Google Hangout stuff and collaborations are fun and all, but I wanted to meet him in person just so I could shake his hand and, you know, say hello. Ninja Warrior Hero says, gotta run. Love the channel. Excited for everything and stay awesome, man. Hey, you stay awesome as well, Ninja. You're fantastic. Okay, so yeah, that's the big announcement for you guys. I'm going to do my best to get vlog-esque footage to put up on YouTube every single day that I'm journeying out when I'm going out to see him. I am super, super excited to do this. Guys, I can, and if you can tell, I'm pretty happy about this too, because honestly, if there's one thing that I know you guys have said, and one thing that Zach and I agree on is the fact that our personalities, we're pretty much the same person, just in two different states. And let me tell you, I can't wait. And there you go. I mean, I don't have a lot to get done today. However, I do need to get my studio. Oh, you know, have you guys ever had that moment when you're just going off, you're rambling, you're talking about something? Oh, you're talking about something you love, you want to tell your friends and family and everybody in your certain community about, and then you forget one very important thing. Yeah, this is that one very important thing. You guys know my studio set up the way it is now with the movie shelf behind me, the studio lights. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, my channel, I've been doing some thinking, and regarding certain things that I want to start including onto my channel, my studio as a whole, the way that I run my channel, the way that my setup looks, within the next 6 months, 6 months to a year, I am going to be changing the way the setup is. Like, I think it's good and all, but, you know, talking with friends and what I personally have wanted to do with the channel over the course of since I started it, I'm going to save up a little bit of money, and you guys are going to be seeing a change. Like, I mean, heck, where the movies are, the way the bookshelf is sanctioned or stationed, you might not even recognize it, but it's going to be awesome. And like I always say, guys, I make all this content, I do all this stuff, you know, it's partially for me because I love doing it, but I do it for you guys. Entertainment, education, the Sweet Film Podcast, every project and collaboration that I do with my buddy Zach, that I do with everybody else on this YouTube space. It's for all of you guys, because you guys keep me going. You guys are all amazing. You guys are all beautiful, and you push me to be the best person that I can be, not only on YouTube, but in my everyday life as well. So guys, I really hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you all later.